We have a set of question over here, and the first question reads, can you recognize the pattern in each of the sequence in table? It's the same thing that we did in the previous video, but if you guys want to just have a go at it from your end, please pause and have a look. Please try it out. Please try this out. This is the question I missed, so we'll talk about that. Okay, so the exact discussion of this is there in the previous video, so I'll not talk about it again, but I'll talk about the next question. Rewrite each sequence of table 1 in your notebook along with the next 3 numbers in each sequence. Okay, so the first one, so the answer is 1 1 1 1. It's basically 1 1 1 1. So after that 2, after this 2, it's 1 1 1 1. So I'll not write that. Second one. So this is the difference here is 1, then this is also 1 1. Oh, this is just set of numbers. 6 7 8 9 and 10. So this 3 dot means that it keeps on going. Then third question. So we have the difference here is clearly 2. So after 13 it is 15, then 17 and 19. Yeah, by the way, there's no one particular rule that you need to follow for a pattern. It can be any rule, but it has to satisfy the existing set of numbers. So sometime your answer might not match mine, as in talking about the pattern. Even the book, the standard books out there, they might have a different answer. So please don't get confused. All of them are right, provided you get the same answer. This is clearly too stable. So 14, 16, 18 and 20. This is difference is 3, yeah, 2, then 3, then 4 and 5 and so on and so forth. So this will be 6, this will be 7, and the next difference will be 8. So this would be fifth question if I'm right. So next will be 8, so that will be 36. And the next difference will be 9. So that will be 45. And the next difference is 10, 55. Okay. Oh yeah, again, pause this and please try it yourself as well. The next sequence is to do with square of numbers. It has to do with multiplying the same number 2 times. So this number is to do with 7 into 7. So next is 8 into 8, then 9 into 9, and 10 into 10. Seventh question, this has to do with same number multiplying 3 times. So we have 6, 7, okay, that is 6, 7 into 7 into 7. 49 into 7, so that will be 343. 64 into 8. So we have 3 over here. 51. Then actually I know it by heart, but then 9, 7, 29. These are known as cube of numbers, and you need to know it by heart for your higher grades. That helps actually. Okay, this is something that I didn't solve it exactly. This is there are two names for it, Fibonacci and Viranka number. There are zeros missing, that's why I kind of got confused. So this is to do with actually 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. You can see the same sequence over here as well. You see that? 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. So if I do it for 10 sequence, let me close this first. So we'll get that number here. Once this drawing is over, we'll get to see that number. Actually, we can see that number now also. Right? So 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89. So that will be our answer. I'll explain the rule. So this is what you have to do is, example, start with 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. Right? Then how do we get 5? Add the last two numbers, you'll get 5. How do you get 8? Add the last two numbers and you'll get 8. How do you get 13? Add the last two numbers and you'll get 13. Right? Can you see that? 13. 13 plus 8, 21. 21 plus 13 would be 34. 34 plus 21 will be 55. I hope I'm right. I didn't miss anything. Then we have 9 and 89. Is that correct? Yeah, we have 89 over there. So you might be wondering, how is it exactly related to something that we are drawing? I'll show you exactly how it is. I can't pause it though, so let it run. Okay, I'll take a screenshot and then explain it to you guys. See, if I take this width, I'll zoom in a bit. If I take this width as 1, right? This is also 1. This will be 2. This width will be 2. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Then this is the next square that is being drawn. So this is also 1. This is also 2. So this entire length will be 3. So this entire length is 3. This is 2. So 3 plus 2. So this entire length will be 5. Right? This entire length is 5. This entire length is 3. Right? From 3 and 5. This is 3 and 5. So this will be 8. Can you see that? So next will be somewhere drawn over here. So this will be 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5. That's how we're getting the number, right? By adding the previous two numbers. Okay. That's the entire funda over here. So by adding the previous two numbers, that's how you get our Virahankar number. Okay. Next, this is to clearly do with multiplying 2 with the previous number. So we have 128. Let me write it here, I guess. 9th, 8th or 9th. So we have multiplication with 2, so on and so forth. Okay. So 236, if I'm right. 246, 236. 8, 16, 1 carry. 256, my bad. 256 and then 512. 250, 250, 500, 6 plus 6, 12, correct. So on and so forth. And finally, the last one, it has to do with multiplying with 3. So that is big fat number. I don't want to multiply. I'll leave it to you guys. Fill in the blanks and fill in the blanks. Okay, you can verify the multiplication with a calculator. So my job is done. Yeah. So what is that we looked at till now? What we are trying to understand from this chapter is we are trying to gain a perspective that maths is just not numbers. Yes, we are looking at numbers, but it has a meaning to it. We can derive set of ideas, set of images like this, many such images. And so it's so in nature also. And all of this can be understood with maths is what we are trying to do. And I'm literally showing that. See, this all is done with math. See, width 1, number of tile is 1, and 1 and 4 and 9. This is nothing but your 5 into 5, 3 into 3, 2 into 2. right? So you can see that this is 8 into 8. So it's there everywhere. And that's what we are trying to understand. So in this last set of videos, we are trying to see that numbers themselves, when we write it, there itself we can see pattern. So we are going from the bottom up. So yes, we got to understand that there can be patterns, and that pattern can have rule, and that's what we are, that's where we are at. So we saw that all of this set of numbers have certain rule, and that rule can be defined, and we can predict or write the next set of numbers, and that's what we did. So some might tell that the second question answer is to do with even all the integers, sorry, not integers, all the natural numbers, but I defined it as adding 1 to the previous number. So the definition can vary. The rule, how you define it, can vary, but it has to result in the same set of answer. Okay, so it's okay if you get a different rule in your mind, that is okay. Now you can pause and have a look at the answers.